after everybody was telling me that the rumors would not be true, of course, a Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase is actually announced the other day, and it's coming tomorrow, Wednesday, February 21st, early in the morning, so you're gonna have to get up early for this one. But yes, it's about 25 minutes on third-party updates, and what's interesting is this isn't a mini Partner Direct. This is actually the first full-fledged Partner Direct without the mini in it, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, it's just going to be all third-party stuff, so unfortunately we won't be getting any news on the next Mario, Zelda, Kirby, anything like that. But still, it is what we've all been expecting, and all the leakers have been pointing towards this being the case. Now, apparently this was supposed to air last week, and it looks like there was some type of internal change, as Microsoft did have some type of event last Thursday, where all the leakers were saying that's when it was going to happen, so it looks like Nintendo actually did push it back a week, so the leaks were true. Also, what was true was Necro Felipe saying that there was going to be a Pokemon Presents the following week, and that's exactly what's coming next week, is a Pokemon Presents that was just announced. That will be coming a week from now on February 27th, which is next Tuesday, so we have two big events in a row here. And actually, a week ago, I would have been extremely excited for this. I mean, I thought this would have been the perfect way that Nintendo should have handled things, because it looked like we were going to get a Partner Direct with a Pokemon Presents shortly after, and then of course the big juicy stuff in March, which would be the reveal of the next console and some brand new game announcements coming to that new console, such as that big 3D Mario that we've been waiting 7 years for. Now, what happened to change my mind on this perception? Well, all the reports coming out that the Switch 2 was internally delayed to the beginning of next year. Well, it's hard to delay something that never was announced, but yeah, it looks like maybe internally Nintendo decided to push back the launch of this console, and it looked like it was because of software reasons, as if software wasn't ready for a new console at the moment and they needed a little more time, which, if that's the case, cool, but how does that affect this year is the question, and everybody's trying to figure it out and how that affects maybe potentially there being reveals next month. Well, Necro Felipe and Nate the Hate both leaked this upcoming Partner Showcase, and Necro Felipe also leaked the upcoming Pokemon Presents, and he's also somebody that did state that March would be the month of the reveal of Switch 2, and so did Nate the Hate. But that was all before this internal delay happened. So we are still waiting to find out information on if this is still going to be a thing for next month. Well, let's look at what we have here. The last Partner Showcase was a mini Partner Showcase in the summer of 2022. And that is when E3 officially was like gone and nobody really had plans, so they had to make their own. And Nintendo really didn't have anything in the month of June. Then Nintendo would simply not decide to do anything else. There was no follow-up General Direct the next month or anything like that. We had to wait until September until we got a General Direct once again. Those holding out for potentially a General Nintendo Direct coming soon, I do not think that's the case, unfortunately. I think Nintendo knows they really don't have anything to show, and that before the delay, or if there's a delay, whatever it was, Nintendo was maybe planning on revealing something big in March, and maybe they still are, where they don't feel like they need to show anything off in a Nintendo Direct. And if they don't have any more games really planned for this year outside of getting ready for the next console, why would they even want to show anything in a General Direct? I mean, look at the only stuff they'll have left. By the time of some type of show or Direct or something that could happen in March, Nintendo would have released Splatoon 3's side order DLC by then as well, which means you only got Princess Peach Showtime, Luigi's Mansion 2, and Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door for the entirety of the year. And I'm gonna say it right now, I think that's all we're getting this year. There is a chance that Nintendo maybe is sitting on some ports like Wind Waker or Twilight Princess and maybe Metroid Prime 2/3, but that's really about it. If it's going to be anything else, I'm going to say those games and those games only. But honestly, I really think there's two options of where Nintendo could go, and it's really just depending on how soon they want to show this console, if this console really is going to be the beginning of next year instead of holiday this year. So yeah, it varies on a lot of things, but here's the two things I think could happen. A, we could very well just get a big presentation next month, or at least some type of console reveal. Maybe showing us off the console, maybe giving us a sneak peek at some games coming to it, like showing off a new Mario or something. And then in June, a big blowout for the console and all the games and stuff. It would make sense why they had a Partner Direct to start off the year, why they just had a Pokemon Presents and no other Nintendo presentations, because they had something big to reveal. And it just makes a lot of sense, and I still think it's a good chance that this could be happening. And I think the second option could be them skipping March Switch entirely, where maybe March is just saved for Princess Peach Showtime, and maybe they just have a mini direct either the beginning of March or the beginning of April, showcasing some stuff that's coming up, and maybe dropping a few of those ports, such as Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and maybe even Metroid Prime 2 and 3. That's something you could easily do in a mini direct that you just slap on Twitter one day. And then we would have to wait until June for the first official reveal of the console and the games coming to the new console. But honestly, even with this option, I feel like there's not even enough content for a mini direct. I mean, seriously, if they talked about Luigi's Mansion 2 and maybe discussed Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door and then 2 other games, I guess it could work, but still, even for a mini direct and for mini direct standards, it still would be pretty lackluster. Plus, there's still some smaller games Nintendo's sitting on that we still don't know about, like maybe some type of Mario Party or even a Mario sports game like finally Mario Baseball. But other than that, I really don't see how a mini direct would really, do anything for us at this moment. I think it's just literally Switch 2 or nothing. There's something else I feel like a lot of people are forgetting, is that we don't know anything huge first-party wise from Nintendo. We normally have something to look forward to, like we've always had one big game to keep us excited. Even the last couple of years when it wasn't anything super crazy, we always had something to look forward to, like Tears of the Kingdom or Pikmin 4. There was always something. We don't have a single thing. We have to live off of rumors alone right now of there being some big 3D open-world Mario game apparently being a launch title for this new console, but it's almost time for Nintendo to reveal this thing. Outside of the new console, Nintendo needs to announce a game this big and of this capacity very early. I mean, think about it. We knew about Breath of the Wild well before we got all the information on the Switch, and we knew it as the NX back then, and we just knew that there was going to be a big Zelda game coming to it. We don't know anything like that. So if this Mario game is true, and it really is as big as what they're saying it's going to be in open world and all that jazz, they need to reveal that game soon, and I feel like this reveal needs to happen around March, if anything, because we are already closing that gap where they're running out of time to market this thing. Remember, Nintendo is a business. They need to market games as well as this new console as well, so that is a big situation. And it goes far beyond just a 3D Mario. There's rumors of a Mario Kart coming. We've also heard rumors of Metroid Prime 4 getting revealed and released very, very soon. Hopefully. Who knows what's going on with that. There's rumors of Donkey Kong getting a game, and we can just keep going on and on and on. So Nintendo needs to reveal some of these games, even if it's a small 30-second gameplay trailer or even just a cutscene of Mario running towards the camera. We need something to get us hyped, something to get us talking, and something to get people interested in this new console. If there isn't going to be much new games this year at all, and we're just kind of living off of, our backlogs and small remakes / remasters, then Nintendo really needs to deliver this year full of information, at least. I mean, seriously, if they just give us stuff to look forward to and talk about, I think that will carry us into the next year perfectly fine, and we would never even notice the delay into the beginning of next year. But what do I personally think, and where do I think Nintendo's going to go with this? Well, until we get more information from the leakers, it's hard to say until they can gather their information to find out if the reveal timing is still going to be the same. I'm holding to my guns, and I'm saying that next month is going to be the reveal of this console, and at least of a game or two. It may not be an in-depth dive of these games, but at least a couple of looks to get us excited for something. I think Nintendo knows they need to generate that hype, and that's all they have to do. Generate the hype, and then we're good to go. I mean, and then they can just spend all summer long talking about all the games and all the functions of the console, getting us excited all the way throughout the year. There's no issue with that. But yes, I'm holding on to some hope that next month could still be a big reveal for this new console and some big first-party IPs revealed. Everything is just lining up in a certain way that just feels right. A partner direct, followed by a Pokemon Presents, and of course you save the best for last like Nintendo always does with these presentations, is their general direct, or in this case, a Switch 2 presentation. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about all this. Does it feel like Nintendo's about to reveal something big soon? Are you excited that the leaks came true of a partner direct coming in, just tomorrow? And also Pokemon Presents next week? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out. And like always, I'll see you all on the next one. See you guys.